Hey guys, welcome to week 3 and Wednesday assignments. So I hope you watch the intro video because that will kind of help you know what to expect and what to look at. So what you're going to do every time that you log into Canvas is pay careful attention to the home page because that's where I will post everything. Here is the PDF copy of Holes. Remember, we will be having a quiz on Holes on Wednesdays and Sundays until the end of the semester or the end of the 4 weeks. So make sure that you're looking at that and taking those quizzes and reading the chapters. Okay, so here's the welcome video in case you missed it. You can come back and look at that. Course syllabus, if you click on that, you'll see the course policy sheet and you'll see the course calendar, which kind of gives you an idea of what's going on in the course. Okay. This is really important. Right here in this section, click here for the assignment link. This will change. Let's say that right now it's Wednesday's assignment, so when those are due on or before 11:59 on a Wednesday, Thursday morning when you get up and you check in, I have changed it and it'll say week 1 overview Sunday assignment. So right here, these are the goods, okay? This is where you need to go all the time. So let me just click right there and show you what you're doing this week. All right, so it gives you kind of an intro. We're going to be reading the novel Holes, which we talked about. You'll have 2 quizzes a week, one on a Wednesday and another one on Sunday. So you need to go ahead and start reading. That needs to go ahead and happen, okay? There's another PDF copy link in case you need it. Go ahead and read the first 7 chapters. And I know you're like, you're going to make me read 7 chapters? It's not that much. Remember, Holes is a kid's book, so you'll be fine. All right, a couple of things you may want to skim through. This link, General Resources for the Semester, kind of has a lot of little information that you might need, and some of it you might not, but you at least could skim through it and see. Frequently asked questions. There's a ton of questions in here that you might look at and say, hey, I really need to know what that answer is. So please just kind of skim through those things so you have an idea of what the course is offering and things that actually the course offers you that can help you. All right, so here's your first assignment. It's the orientation survey, probably the easiest quiz you'll ever take. So if you'll click on that and take that, and I think once you get a grade, it might show up as not as high as you want it to be because it asks you for your phone number in case I need to text you or try to get in touch with you for some reason, and I have to actually go in and give you those points. So don't freak out if you know you made 100 and you end up with a 90 or something. I'll fix that after that's due. So orientation survey by Wednesday. All right, the first thing, I told you that paragraphs are going to be fast and furious, okay? So you have your first paragraph due on Wednesday, okay? Here's your paragraph. Now, you should be starting Holes, but I'm not really requiring you to write on anything that has to do with Holes. So what you're going to do is you're going to talk about a nickname. So let's say in the novel, there's a couple, like every boy in the novel pretty much has a nickname, okay? So your job in this outline is to either create one, because let's say I don't really have one. So if I was doing this paragraph, I would have to make myself a nickname, okay? So you can either create it or talk about one that you grew up with, and then how it shows your personality. So let's say that you were given the nickname Bug and you feel like that doesn't really express anything about you. You could make one up. I'm not going to know, okay? So that's just an example there. So you're going to explain 3 reasons why this nickname would show or does show your personality. And you just pretend that it's one that you've had since birth if you want to. You don't have to tell me that it's made up. But that's just in case I don't want to get an email that says I don't have a nickname. You can make one up and pretend. Okay? All right. So right here, topic sentence. When I say the word topic sentence, I want you to know that that's the first sentence of your paragraph. It's the way you begin every paragraph. You have to have a topic sentence. In here, I'm going to give you one. Actually, I give you 2 options. My nickname is whatever, and it truly shows my personality. Or you can start off with Sugarfoot is my nickname, and it completely expresses who I am, okay? Either one of those. Choose, okay? So I've gone through here and kind of shown you how to organize paragraph 1. In other words, I say sentence 1 is topic sentence, and that says use one of the 2 examples from above. So I'm telling you that you can use one of the 2 choices I've given you up here. You don't have to use it, but I would closely model it so that the rest of your paragraph stays in the order it needs to. All right, sentence 2 is your first point sentence, so it's simple. One way this nickname expresses who I am is, and give me an explanation. So this point sentence, you can use it as well. All right, sentence 3, and it should be more than a sentence, okay, maybe a couple. Create 1 or 2 sentences here where you give a detail from your life or personal experience that shows this part of your personality. In other words, you just told me that it shows your determination. Now give me an example of how determined you are. Point sentence 2, another way this nickname expresses who I am. Details to support that. Point sentence 3, a final way this nickname expresses who I am is, and then details to support that reason. And then your conclusion sentence, you pretty much restate the topic sentence, but you use different wording. So here's a trick. Come back up here, look at the topic examples, and let's say you chose to start your paragraph with this sentence, then end your paragraph with the one you did not use. Okay, that's an easy way to make sure that it is the topic and that it's different wording. Okay, that's just a little trick that you can totally use. All right, so that is just reference. Okay, there's nothing to do on that sheet. You may want to print it out, take a screenshot of it just so you know it. Okay, I also in this class give you a gift. You're welcome. It's a template. Okay, all this is really, guys, is you can click on that and you can download it. But it tells you what to do. So it gives you the heading, your spacing's already done, everything's done for you. You just have to fill it in. You change your name to your actual name. Everything else can stay the same. Your title, give me something creative. You don't want to say nickname, but don't write a sentence. So you might say like cheese ball if that's your nickname, okay? Also, you just go through here and you see, begin this paragraph with the topic sentence. First put sentence 1 here, and you can go back and look, reference up here, and you can kind of see what you're supposed to be filling in. This just helps you keep you from being disorganized, okay? And it needs to be at least 200 words. That's not hard at all. I have said probably way more than 200 words. All right, keep scrolling down. When you're done, save it as a Word document, and then click right here, and this is where you submit your final copy. Okay. Now, to help you, since this is your first paragraph and right out of the gate it's due, I've given you an example. Okay, so this guy, his nickname is Cowboy, and there's his topic sentence, and then you see where I have these little end notes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you look down here, it tells you what they are. Now, this is his original work, so you can't use any of this. This is just to kind of help you. Let's say you've looked through this, you're confused, you don't really know what you want to do. You look here, it kind of helps you. Okay? All right, and then I write down here is just to remind you about holes so you don't forget. There's a little trailer that you can click on and watch a trailer for the book. And then when you're ready to take that quiz, it's right here. Okay? So, and this is the attendance marker. So when you complete this, you are attending, you are present for this week. But do make sure that you don't just do that. The paragraph 1 final copy is worth a good bit of your total average, so you want to make sure you're doing that too. Okay, that's what you have to do this week. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And also you can come over here and send me a Canvas inbox message. All right, I hope you have a great 3 days of this week, and I'll be back on Thursday to tell you what to do for Sunday. Thanks, guys.